Okay, in the conflict perspective, now remember, when we talk about the conflict perspective, we're talking about how power is preserved rather than the society works together, but how power is preserved and how there will be conflict between the people who have the power or have the access to resources as against the people who have less power and don't have access to resources. So this is the basis of the questions one would ask from the conflict theory perspective. Now, again, we talked about how, in a functionalist perspective, the society, the families will maintain a particular position in society, social status. That same question can be seen from the conflict perspective, where especially in capitalist or Western societies, where we have the capitalist or the bourgeoisie and the workers or the proletariat. This is again seen as a microcosm in the family, also where those who have access to money, power, resources, usually the men in the family, they also have more control over the subordinate parts of the society, which would be, in this case, the female section. Now, this will dovetail also the feminist perspective. So you'll find that in the conflict perspective, there is that idea that there is a power differential, and the families themselves are constructed in order to maintain that power differential. So the children have less power. The females have more power than the children, but less power than the males, and the males have the more power because they have more access to the resources. And so that would be the basic idea that one would find within the capitalist perspective. Or the conflict perspective, and is reinforcing these power differentials. And the values which are taught within the family are also, or while they are stabilizing the family, they also stabilize the power differentials. And therefore, the father has the major decision-making power. The mother has minor decision-making power, but has control over aspects of the family which don't have that much power. And the family itself is a microcosm of the same conflicts we have in the greater society. And that would be the questions to see how this works within the family, within the society. Those are the questions one would ask from the conflict perspective.